what sort of innovations were you forced to make in terms of getting your products out there? Because I think that's the biggest challenge. Yung bang people don't want to go to the supermarket anymore. Many go via online shopping, and then it's hard to deliver stocks, etc. And the exposure factor has been the greatest concern. What is Procter and Gamble doing in terms of innovating their deliveries?
Madami Sito. So we've revamped our supply chain. I think the challenge now is before maybe there's consumers who want to go to a central location and that's where they do their shopping and purchasing. Now it's a little bit flipped. How do you reach the consumers is the challenge, right? So we've revamped our supply chain. We've got more presence nowadays in provincial areas, right? So in fact, one of the things we've done is we ship some of our products from overseas, and before it would come into Manila, and then from Manila we ship it out to other parts of the Philippines. Ngayon, we can actually ship it to all the provinces direct, right? So it gets closer to the consumers. The other one is from a sales standpoint. Like I said, the closer you are to consumer, you tend to be, winning in the market now. So we're partnering with all retailers, yung online retailers, and even yung mga what we call the classical offline retailers. Even the offline retailers, the major accounts, they're all now trying to get online. They all have their what we call their click portions of their business. Ngayon, we call them brick and click. Hindi lang a store, but they also have an online sort of presence. So, so the online part and the delivering to closer to their homes and communities is a much bigger portion of many of our businesses. Our supply chain has revamped, so we're more agile, so we can go reach the consumer faster and more efficiently. Hindi na centralized masyado.
How prepared were you for the shift? Kasi you mentioned brick. Mga kaibigan, pag sinabi pong brick and click, yung brick, yung bato, yung actual na tindahan. Ano ko? Kasi maraming Inglesero sa mundo. I'm not referring to you, Raffy, but some people kind of scratch their head. Ano yung brick and click na yan? So anyway, the brick is the solid, the actual store, and the click is the online. But how prepared were you? Because I think there's been a lot of comment about that. Those who were already online or who had invested online and in digitalization are now reaping what they sow, and those who didn't are scrambling or falling apart.
Yeah, we were fortunate, Tito, that we were on this journey well ahead of the pandemic. It's been more than a decade actually that we're trying to digitize, right? So we've been pioneers on this. We're a global company, so we've seen the trends elsewhere, and that the online trend was always going to be coming into Philippines. So we've invested on it. We actually had our full team in place, like I said, years before the pandemic. The other irony, Sito, is some of the disasters that bestowed our country also helped us prepare even more, right? So just
In what
recently,
sense?
there's the Taal volcano eruption. Our plant is very much near the Taal volcano. It's in Laguna, diba? So we have what we call business continuity plans in place, and they were tested during those disasters, and now we're just activating them. So on both fronts, the readiness to go digital, the readiness from a disaster standpoint or a pandemic standpoint, we were ready.